Good day and welcome back to my channel. So this is the last installment, the last step of things we need to do for the Polikarpov for the Night Witches. And this is going to be something new and different. Rigging. So biplanes need to be rigged. So there is rigging to be done. Now, I'm going to point something out before we look at the plane. Is the instruction book essentially gives you that. It tells you that, which kinda doesn't sorta say much. Now, if you know anything about biplanes and riggings and how things go, maybe that works for you, but I can't. I can't work with that. So what I did was went out and got a bunch of pictures, and I brought them down here, and I'll put a couple pictures up here to show. But what I've done is I pulled up these to show me where things actually go. So this one right here is the one that comes there. So the front piece. So essentially what we're doing is we need to run one from here to there. So there. Then we run one from here to here. We also have ones that crisscross here. We also have cables that come out of here and go up into these points here. Now, those like from this point up into here. Now, there's also ones that go from here to here. And you see these points here are also the spot where underneath you would catch to these guys here. So you also have, so this is actually a cable let out from the wing, where so I have to go from here to here and so forth. So those are ones that I kind of had to do some research to figure which was out. And so again, we got ones coming from there. I could drill those out, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to drop those in by spot. Also, cables come out of here and go to the rudder. So there's a wire that goes from here to here. So as the pilots push the pedals, it would work the rudder. And then this arm is the arm for this, and that'll come out from there to here. So what I had to do is figure out how I'm going to actually handle this, what I'm going to do to, because I kind of need to do it in an order, because if I did this one here, then I won't be able to use my fingers to hold the plane. So I think what I'm going to do is these little ones here on the top and bottom first, then sort of work my way in, get these guys done, and then do the big ones across here, then go to the one down from the rudder, and then do the ones for the aileron. So that is the order in which we will go. And again, like I said, it's got to kind of pay attention to, I had to look this stuff up. It took me a bit to figure out what was what. So the instructions kind of leave a little bit to be desired. But hopefully between what I just said and what you see as I do this, if you have any questions, concerns, worries, or queries with regard to one that you're doing, that will answer the question. Now, I have this 90% done. There is some touch-up I need to do to finish it up, but I did get the upper wing put on. I did end up having to use super glue for it. It was super fiddly. I'm going to need to be doing some touch-ups. That you see, like right there, see how that broke? I'm gonna have to fix that. So I'll do that before I get started with the wiring, but I have to fix that. And there's some little touch-ups I need to do where they were mated. If you saw my last video, you saw that I had these done straight down, which was wrong. They had to be coming in at an angle. So when you're putting yours together, it's not very clear on the sheet where you're doing it here that they're at an angle. But if you pay attention here, did I overlook it? Was there something there? Yeah, so there's no picture here that shows you the front, right? But there is a picture here. That kind of tells you that you need to do it as an angle. So pay attention. Well, not pay attention, but look ahead. That kind of catches you. So that's a get you point. Anyway, again, like I said, I had to use super glue, but once I got the super glue on, that's set up. Now it's pretty firm. I have a couple of painting touch-ups I need to do. I need to do the light, and there's a few other objects or pieces here that need to be touched up to look right, and then we'll be pretty well set. So, rigging. What I'm going to do, I've never done this before, so this is going to be entertaining for y'all. Using Easy Line, and essentially Easy Line, Insecure, and Kicker. So just to sort of summarize what I'm going to do, and this stuff, if you've never seen Easy Line, this stuff is awesome. It's like an elastic stuff. It just pulls, and it pulls a lot, and it gives this nice look of taut wire. So really all you need is just this little tiny extra pull, and then you have what look like taut wires the whole way through. I don't even know if you can see this from there, but that's it. It's like this really it gives a lot, and there's like almost no tension to it at all, and you can see how pulling it a lot before it actually even just lifts the wing. So the trick to this is have it cut close to the length you need, but short. So then all you need to do is just put a little bit of tension in there, and you're good. So the way I'm going to work this is I will take some Kicker, and I will spray it into here. So I've got a little reservoir of Kicker. Take super glue, lay it out, put super glue on the target point that I want to glue it on. Take this, dip it in the Kicker, and then just touch it to the spot where I want it to glue in. It'll only take a moment, and then that'll freeze tight. That's the cool thing about Kicker, is it makes that super glue freeze in super fast, and then it's done. So I will go ahead and I will do some of that, and you can follow along. What I will do is I will do one maybe real time, and then the rest of it I'll do sort of sped up. So here we go. Well, and there we go. That was the rigging. I had a really hard time trying to do this around the camera, so you only get to see some of it, but it kind of gets you the point, right? It was a learning experience. It was probably not ideal, and as I look at things, there are things I could do differently or could have done differently and will do differently the next time I do it. But I am happy for having done the experience and for what we've got. So at that point, we are now done. That was it. I've gone back and done the touch-ups and the paint touch-ups that I needed to do. You can see the machine gun is on there. I had a choice between that machine gun and the resin one. The resin one didn't come with the sights, so I decided I would just go ahead and run with this one here that did have sights. I did drill them out just to make them a little more realistic-esque, but it works, right? And those just went on with CA glue as well, just like I did with some of these other things. The rigging, you can see where they are, and it's really, really fiddly, really, really finicky, but I like it. I like how it came out, and I'm actually kind of impressed. And yes, I see that one bomb is sort of at an off angle, but I'm not going to fiddle with it because I'll probably make it worse rather than better if I try to mess with it. So I will roll with that little bit of oddism. Again, is this exactly specific to the paint scheme and or markings that were in the pictures? No, but every time as I look and do more and more of these, the Russians pretty much made do. So they made things work as they needed them to. So I'll go ahead and do a little bit of showing off of what we have here, and I will then go back and do some high-res photos a little bit later here, and I'll tag them here at the end. So this kit was an experience and shall we say an exercise in learning. It was nice kit. It went together very well. So ICM, I didn't know what to think about ICM at first, and I hadn't heard anything really great about ICM, but I hadn't heard anything negative, and I'm really, really happy. This kit was fantastic. It really went together well. There are some fiddly bits. There are some, I don't want to say gotchas, but just little fiddly difficult things to do. But it's more, I think, the subject than anything else. And if you're comfortable with the techniques, then they really aren't that bad. So I absolutely would happily pick up another ICM model, and I probably will just because. But the overall was a fantastic, fun little build. We'll go ahead and show the underside, even though I'm really not happy with it, but it'll do. I want to be really careful of the rigging. You kind of get to see where the rigging is there. And I did do the exhaust staining from the exhausts. So there we are. So this is something interesting, this hole here. I can't find a picture of one of these planes that actually shows this angle to see whether that hole's there or not. But there's nothing called out in the parts list to fill that spot. So I guess it's there. But at the very least, it's here for mine. So there we go. Anyway, I will go ahead and post some final pictures here at the end. And this is the ICM 1/48 scale U2 or Polikarpov 2 for the Night Witches. Hope this was entertaining, useful, or at least fun to watch. And until next time, I will say, hey, thank you for watching and Happy modeling.